It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang. Kamari Hunt's Pretty Mari Hair has now blocked me and taken my $200. Jesus Christ. I never wanted to be a victim of one of these situations, but here I am. So everyone has seen this video by now about this Atlanta hairstylist named Pretty Mari Hair going viral because she rudely contacted one of her customers who had a service booked with her. So I'm glad that, I believe her name is Marissa, was able to find a resolve to her situation, but mine is still lingering. November 15th, she texted me at 3:04 p.m. Hey love, I tried to rearrange my schedule, but it's not possible. I was just given an appointment for an IEP for my daughter for Wednesday, and those appointments take 6 months to get. Can I reschedule you for another day? I have 2 openings tomorrow for 3 p.m. or 6 p.m. if you can work with me. My appointment was supposed to be that Wednesday. She texted me November 15th. My appointment was scheduled for the 20th. I responded back to her and said, hey, do you have an opening for Monday or Tuesday? I can come early morning or the evening. She said 9 a.m. on Monday. I said, that works. She said, thank you. I said, no problem. The next day, I messaged her again because I went on her booking site and I wanted to see if she offered maintenance services and what that entails. So I said, November 16th at 9:20 a.m. I texted her, good morning, do you offer sewing maintenance services? I checked your site and didn't see it offered. I believe, don't quote me, but I believe she used to offer maintenance services, but when I went back to check, I didn't see it, so I just didn't know if I was overlooking it or she just didn't do it. She said, good morning, no, only with my Keep Me Pretty packages. If you do a package, it's $1,000 today, includes 3 bundles, 1 sewing, 1 maintenance, monthly for 6 months. Was you interested in that? At 10:40, she texted me again, you not responding. Are you looking to cancel your appointment for Monday morning? I responded, no, I'm not looking to cancel. Just wanted to know if you offered maintenance services. I'm not going to lie. Initially, I got caught up in other things, so I couldn't respond back right away. So when she asked me if I was canceling, I'm like, no. So the next day, Sunday at 1:38 p.m., she texted me a confirmation text message. And at the bottom of the message, it says, I am temporarily working from home. My apartment is clean and comfortable and no animals. And she texted the location. I responded to the text and said, hey, I'll be there. Quick question for you. Is there a fee for the 4th bundle? She texts me back and says, I know you asked about maintenance. I'm doing 3-month Keep Me Pretty packages for $650 for Black Friday. I thought I would offer you that before you pay for your hair tomorrow. The only difference from the regular packages is that the hair isn't included, so you pay $650 tomorrow. You get your install tomorrow, maintenance this month, next month, and January. Let me know what you decide. And then she said, yes, I can bring a 4th bundle. So I heart the message. I said, that's not a bad deal. Could you tell me what my total will be for tomorrow? She said, for the 2-part sewing and the 4th bundle is $320. For the 3-month Keep Me Pretty package, it's $650. Again, and said, are you getting what you booked for or the package? I said, I'm still trying to decide. She said, okay, just let me know. The morning of my appointment at 7:51 a.m., she said, good morning, confirming you this morning for 9 a.m. I said, good morning. Is it okay I work during my appointment? She said, yes. And she said, let me know when you're close so I can share my location. I texted her, I'm close. And she sent me her location. So I will say, just like the other TikTok creator said, in her bio, when I initially booked my appointment, it said Smyrna, Georgia, but she texted me and gave me an address to Kennesaw. Smyrna and Kennesaw, if you know, you know, that's a major difference. I live in Atlanta, so Smyrna's not that far from me, but when she sent Kennesaw, I was like, oh crap, I need to get up, get on my Zoom, and be there on time. I get into her house. She opens the door. She's like, hey, can you take your shoes off? I'm like, okay. She's like, you can sit your stuff down and sit in this chair. Okay. I want to say about, like, I get in there and sit down in the chair. She gives me like a little, what is it called? Like a cape. to put over me, and I sit in the chair waiting for her to start. I would say about like, I sat in the chair for about like 10 minutes. I didn't feel nobody in my head, so I turned back. She was on her phone. She said she was coming. No biggie. She starts doing my hair, and so we're just talking, having casual conversation while she's doing my hair. So while we're having conversation, she asks me, hey, why don't you want to do the package, or have you decided on the package? I'm like, no, I'm not really, you know, doing too much. I just wanted to know if you offered it, because if she did, I would have just booked one maintenance, because I don't keep my sew-ins long, and I only get a sew-in once a year for my birthday. She was like saying like, no, I like you, you have good energy. If you tell me what you want, I can do a deal, because I want to keep you as a client, blah, 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 blah. So she was just kind of like, not pressuring me, but she kept bringing it up. And I'm like, okay. I don't know what made me get the package, bro. I don't know why. She just kind of was like, tell me what you want and I'll give you a price. Just kept saying that in the appointment. So I was just like, okay, what if I just do one maintenance, one install? So, I can do it for $550. I'm like, okay, $550 is not bad. But I told her, I'm like, hey, I had 2 appointments booked for my birthday to get my hair done, because, and she was like, why'd you do that? And I'm like, because, you know, the Hey Boo text in Atlanta is real, and I didn't want my birthday to come and my hair not be done. I let her know that, and she was like, okay, well, since you booked a backup hairstylist, we can do it for $500, because she asked me how much I paid for, how much the deposit was for the second stylist that I booked, and I told her, and she was like, okay. She took the deposit off of the price of the package. You know, we continue to talk while she's doing my hair. She's telling me about her daughter, and that her daughter's having trouble in school and things like that, and just behavioral issues. And she starts crying in my appointment, and you know, I'm consoling her, because like, I was raised by a single mom, so I know that shit is not easy. She's doing it by herself. You know, she just moved to Atlanta. She don't have family here. She's telling me she's in nursing school, blah, 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 blah. It's cool. Like, we're just talking. My appointment was at 9 a.m. We finished around like 12:30, 12:45-ish. She finishes my hair, and I tell her that I'll do the package for $500, enough for my appointment in cash. So, she was like, that's fine. You can just send me the rest on Apple Pay for the package. Here, you can see the proof that I sent her $200 on Apple Pay for the package. That is on November 18th at 12:50 p.m. I send her the Apple Pay money. December 3rd at 2:21 p.m. I text her. I said, hey, Mari. She says, hey. I said, do you work on Sundays? She said, yes. It's a fee, though. I said, oh, okay. Can I book my new install for December 14th, please? She says, yes, and sends me her booking site. So I'm like, weird, but okay. So I respond and I say, I have to pay a deposit, ? We did the package, remember, 1 install and 1 maintenance. She said, oh, girl, I didn't know who you were. What time? I said, LOL, we can do 9 a.m. So on Friday, December 6th, I sent her another text message. I said, are we good for next Saturday? No response. So I then question marked the message, nothing. On December 8th at 2:57 p.m., I said, hey, Mari, I need this hair done for Christmas. Nothing. On Wednesday, mind you, I'm spacing it out because I don't want it, like when someone blows you up like that, I try not to do that because I overthink things and I'm like, damn, I don't want to bother her, especially if she's busy. So I tried to give her time in between my last text message to see if she would respond, because you know me, I might miss something, and then when I'm looking through my phone or whatever, and I'll be like, oh crap, I didn't respond. So I thought it was a case like that. No, mind you, she had, when I sent the message on Sunday, I had seen something on her story, and she was like, y'all, I'm busy, I'm in nursing school, I'm doing this, I'm a single mom, blah blah blah, I'll get back to you within 24 to 48 hours for appointments, just allow me time, give me grace, blah blah blah. She posted like that on her story, on her Instagram story. So I'm like, oh shit, you know, she do be handling a lot, especially from what she told me at my appointment. Let me just chill. So that was on Sunday. Nothing. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, 4:54 p.m. I text her. I said, hey, Mari, I hope everything is going well with you and blank. I put her daughter's name because she told me her daughter's name. Reaching out again to see if you can still do my hair. If I can still get my hair done Saturday morning. She texted back, no, a Saturday appointment, early morning or late night. Okay. I said, Saturday isn't available, ? She said, I don't do package clients on Saturdays. I'm like, okay, that's weird because nowhere at my appointment did you say that. When I was leaving, you were like, hey, just text me your 2 dates that I want to come back for the install and the maintenance whenever I'm ready. And I went on your booking site, looked through and through and through your booking site. Nowhere does it say that at all. Okay. I said, can I come Friday the 13th or Wednesday morning the 18th? Nothing. She didn't respond back. So then like 20 minutes later, I texted her. I said, okay. Or let me know what days you're open. I have an event the 18th, so I need it done before then. She did not respond. I question marked the message. Still no response. Yesterday at 11:40 a.m., so that was Saturday, I texted her, hey, Mari, I'm reaching out to book my follow-up appointment for my install package. Can you please let me know your availability between today and Wednesday? If you can no longer perform the service or confirm an appointment for me, could you please send me back the $200 I paid for the package? So, mind you, I sent these messages. I checked Instagram before I sent these messages. So I saw that she was posting. So you're on your business phone. And she's like, oh, mind you, when she posted on her story, she's like, I have 3 phones. I don't see every message, blah, 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 blah. Girl, you have a business. And now you're promoting a tax business. When she didn't respond, I went back to her Instagram and saw that I was blocked. Kamari Hunt's Pretty Mari Hair has now blocked me and taken my $200. So, and I also screenshotted her booking policy. Nowhere does it say anything about not taking package clients on Saturdays. So, here is the deal. Kamari Hunt, please, and I'm saying please, because you know you feel like people are so rude. Please, can I have my $200 back via Apple Pay, the same number that we had a previous conversation on. I sent you the $200 from, and you seem not to recognize who I was. Can I please have my $200 back? I've already went down to the police station. They said that I will have to go to small claims court to go get my money back. So, if I do have to go to court, and I really hope I don't have to, that is what I will have to do. I will be filing a small claims case against you. So please, can I please have my $200 back? There's no way you're gonna say you didn't see my messages. You were damn near begging me to do the package. I didn't, and now you don't want to render the service. Like, what is up with these Atlanta hairstylists? Mind you, when I was going on her booking site, I was looking at her availability. I wasn't just throwing dates out there. I looked at her availability. Why would you not just render the service or say you can't do it and give me my money back? You blocking me on everything and not responding to my text messages is very unprofessional. TikTok, please help me. Give this video to her so I can get my money back. Get ready with me as I unfortunately have to head down to the courthouse to start my small claims case. Bro, this whole situation is really like stressful, and it's just disheartening because I never imagined me having to go to certain extremes just to get my money back because I was not rendered the service. I would first like to start by saying thank you guys so much for getting my video out there and attempting to resolve the situation, but clearly there has been no resolve. I have not been contacted, nor has my money been sent back. So here we are. I never thought that I would have to do something like this, or nor would I be in this type of situation. I'm so like emotional and my mind is just all over the place because like, what I'm trying to replay in my mind and ask myself, what did I do to deserve this, to end up here? If I did something to you, we could have talked about it. You have my number. You could have called me. Literally in my appointment, we were talking, having a great conversation. Everything was good. She was inviting me to church. Like, I thought like we were good. I'm like, damn, she's hella cool. Once I left my appointment and I reached back out to follow up about the services that I purchased, nothing. I'm questioning myself, like, what did you miss? I'm like, Kayla, what did you miss? Or what was there that, like, I just didn't see or I overlooked? And I'm like, more hurt that it had to come to this. Like, me, I hate seeing certain things like black women dragging other black women in court in front of people and things like that. I never wanted to be one of those people. I've reached out, I've been patient, and I turn around and I'm blocked. And even if you were gonna block me, you could have sent the money back and then blocked me. But you blocked me, kept my money. You don't know what I had to do to get that money. You don't know how hard I had to work. You don't know what's going on in my life to where I'm like, damn, I need that $200 right now. I thank God that I'm blessed, that I'm not missing any meals or anything like that because of that $200. But it's still rightfully mine because it's my money that I had to work for, and I paid you for a service that you no longer clearly want to render. To Marissa, I just want to thank you for reaching out to me and making sure that I was good. I truly appreciate it. That's a girl's girl. She definitely reached out to me asking me like if I was okay. I told her I was just more so upset with myself for falling for the okie doke, and kind of like she expressed in her video, I trusted her to do my hair. I trusted her to fulfill the services that I paid for. So she was just explaining, like, not to beat myself up, but the whole situation just keeps replaying in my head. Like, damn, what did you miss? What did you not see? Like, because me, the type of person I am, I'm very, very, very aware of my surroundings. I'm very, very, like, keen on energies. Like, and I don't know, like, what it is I didn't see. For me to commit and book an appointment and pay for the service, it takes a lot. I do a lot of research. I did a lot of research. That's just how I am. Because, you know, with the beauty industry the way it is now, not very many people work in salons. Majority of them work in suites or out of their house. But being in someone's suite where it's just you and the service provider, and being in someone's house where it's just you and that service provider, I take that very seriously because, baby, you're in their space, you're in their home, and a lot of things can go wrong. And I'm so grateful that nothing went wrong. I just want my money back at this point. That's it. That is all I want. But again, thank you to Marissa. Thank you to all of the people who reached out, friends on Instagram, everybody who has now seen this video.
Well, everyday people, man, I try to tell y'all, now Atlanta's on the clock. Actually, this is an old video. This video happened in 2024, but stay tuned because Pretty Mari is still getting people knocked over the head with hairstyles and payments and all that type of stuff, like booking and all that. And they right. She has like 4 businesses. She do hair, babysit kids, do taxes, and sell dope out the same apartment, still in the same apartment in Kennesaw. Now I don't know if it's the same apartment, but I'm just saying. Anyway. You know, this is when it all comes down to professionalism as a business owner. One thing you don't want to do is overbook yourself, overwork yourself, do too many things at once. Especially if you're a business owner, like she's doing hair. She said she in nursing school. Now she got taxes. I mean, this is where I say, find something and master it. Because at this point, you're just throwing stuff at the wall and trying to make it stick. And that's not going to work long term. It won't work long term because you're going to burn yourself out and you're never going to get the information that you need to master the one craft. So if you've mastered hair, do it as a full-time job, but don't go get another job. And be respectful to your clients. Be on time, follow up with their services. Do it right. And if you want to do taxes, go forward with that. Study that in your off time, and then push that to be your job. Like, don't book any clients during tax season. Tax season is one of the biggest seasons for tax preparers. Not even tax season. Prior to tax season is even busier because now you're doing emails and calls and trying to get people to gather up all their information and stuff like that. It's very, very busy between November and April, all the way up to the April 15th deadline. I know I did taxes for many, many years, and the reason why I never wanted to own a tax service, I said, it's because I don't have the patience to deal with people like that. Like, I can help people with taxes, but then people come with half of their stuff, and you just be like, and even family. Like, I love my family, but they don't always have it together. So I knew right then I don't want to deal with other people outside of my family. Like, my family, I could tolerate them. Other people, I just probably won't tolerate them. I'll be like, look, man, you got to come back to me when you're ready. I wouldn't even care if they came back. So I always contracted work out till I'd be like, okay, I can help somebody out. I can help a big tax agency with their clients, and I brought people in. So when I bring people into the agency, and not only just tax preparers but clients, it works for me because I'm making more off of my clients. I'm using somebody else's platform. I don't have to do anything. And then also, when you're doing tax people, I was trying to be nice, and I helped this lady do 2 years of back taxes and do her the year's taxes. And she was supposed to pay me cash for the back taxes, and she paid for the current year taxes because that came out of her tax. Like, had it not came out of her taxes, I doubt I would have got paid, because as soon as when I gave her the paperwork, I finalized all her stuff, filed her current year's taxes, and gave her the packages to mail off. Like, you mail these off, these are yours, and you mail these off and whatever. Well, I told her where to sign and then mail them off. And after that, no contact. I don't even think she was on my Facebook no more. So I was like, you know what? I this is why you don't just help people, you just being helpful. But I say I chalked it up to just, it is what it is, maybe, whatever. So, but that's just customer service, and that's why I say, taxes, doing hair and taxes and going to nursing school, that ain't gonna work. All three of that's just you overworking yourself. You know what I mean? And so I know she over here scamming people, getting over, and you doing her, and here's another customer. Another customer says, at least she talked to you during your service. She told me I was too loud and turned the TV on and would not talk to me. Like, how too loud? What are we doing? Are we having a conversation? Is your baby sleep or something? Like, what am I doing too loud? Like, why you invite me to your home?
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.